Everyone, it's Jessica Edwards in Wilmington, North Carolina. So I want to talk about overrated spaces in real estate or overrated spaces in houses specifically. These are absolutely my personal opinions coming from years and hundreds of clients and probably looking at thousands of houses realistically. Just things that we see a lot that people think are really important, or they feel like they need, or just are important things to them that ultimately aren't as important once they're in the house and actually living in the space. The first is master bedroom size. So many times people think they need this large master bedroom, or they need this additional sitting space or whatever. And I think a lot of times people get caught up on master bedroom size. However, the reality is that the majority of people do not spend a lot of time in that master bedroom in those additional spaces. So the bed space and having space around it and space for dressers and things like that are important, maybe a chair, but having all this additional floor space in a master bedroom is something that we see people not actually use as much as they think that they're going to. So that'd be my number one sort of overrated space. A backyard is the second one. For the most part, everybody wants a backyard. Everybody wants yard space. But overall, unless you have multiple pets and children or a hobby or something that takes up a lot of space, as long as you have some sort of yard space, it's usually okay. So a lot of times people think they need this huge yard, and then they end up really only utilizing a small portion of it, or not needing as much yard space as you actually think that you do. So although a backyard, I think, is very important, or a yard space, it's typically not, you typically don't need as much as a lot of times people think that you need. A couple spaces that I think are totally not underrated is one, definitely the kitchen. So if it's really important to you for whatever reason to have an island in the kitchen, or the flow of the kitchen, the location of the kitchen, if that's something that's really important to you from the beginning of your home search, don't give that up. We typically tend to spend a lot of time, and especially in today's world or society, with things based around the kitchen space. Do not give that up. If you want an island in the kitchen and that's something that's important to you, don't give that up in your home search. Another space that a lot of times I feel like is still very important to people, and a lot of times people think is overrated, but yet I kind of don't, is a formal dining space. So a formal dining space, I think that even though a lot of times it's not used very often, a lot of people still want that space. And I feel like it's because it's about family, and it's about friends, and it's about laughing and those memories together. And typically in that formal dining space are holiday meals or gatherings or get-togethers or special dinners. And so I think that formal dining space is all about those memories that we create. And so I feel like that's a space that people often think is overrated, but really isn't, and is still important to people. And I think that people are typically happy when they have that space. So anyways, these are just my thoughts. A couple of these things came up recently, and so I thought I would share on my sort of overrated spaces. One that's sort of jury out still on, I feel like, is the master bathtub. So a lot of people are going to larger, more expansive, detailed showers and things, instead of having a large master soaking tub or whirlpool tub or whatever. And I think that's one that's really 50-50. I think there's a lot of people that still use and appreciate and want that tub, and there's a lot of people that would just rather have that nicer, larger shower space in a master bath. So anyways, these are my thoughts. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to email me. And of course, you can always check us out at thecarolinas.finest.com. I hope you have a wonderful day.